Good day, everyone. So, the topic that we will be discussing today is about differential calculus. So, the first topics that we will be tackled or to be tackled is about relation and functions. In this topic, we could say that not all, or in summary, not all relations are function, but all functions are relation. A good example of a relation that is not a function is a point in the Cartesian plane or Cartesian coordinate system. We could say 2, 3. So our 2 is our abscissa, 3 is our ordinate. Though 2 and 3 in 2 and 3 are related to each other, neither is a function of the other. So function is a relation between two variables that inhibits an apparent connection. If the variables are x and y, then y can be determined for some range of values of x. We call this y as a function of x denoted by y equals f of x. Therefore, we can say that the differential calculus is limited only to those relations that are functions defined by the equation. Now, here is our first example problem. If we are given f of x equals x squared minus x plus 3, so we know that f of x is the same as y. We're going to find f of 0, f of 2, f of negative 4, and then f of negative 2x. So the first, the only thing that you are going to do in this kind of problem is that what you need to do is just substitute the value of x in the given function. So here, we know that f of x or y is equals to x squared minus x plus 3. So what we need to do, in order to find for the f of 0, or we can say that our x here is equals to 0, what we need to do is just substitute the 0 to all the x in the given function. So therefore, in our first problem, we could say that our in here, so our f of 0, so the x will be 0, so the x squared will become 0 squared, and then x will become 0 also, plus 3 equals 0. So if we're going to calculate this equation, if our x is equals to 0, our answer is equals to positive 3. Next example is in terms of if our x is equals to positive 2. So the same concept, what we need to do is just now how about if our x is equals to 2, or f of 2, we are going to find f of 2 wherein all our x will be equal to positive 2. So again, the same method in the first one is what we need to do is to substitute all the value, all the x will be substituted with positive 2. So in here, so f of 2, so our x squared will become 2 squared minus 2 plus 3. So minus x or minus 2 plus 3. So just substitute all the value of x, which is 2 in here. So our answer would be 5. So in the next required is we are going to find for the f of negative 4, wherein at this point our x is equals to negative 4. So in the first one, our x is equals to 0. Then in the second one, our x is equals to positive 2. So on the third example, we're going to find the function wherein our x is equals to negative 4. So at this point, our x will be negative 4 squared minus x times negative 4, so close in our parentheses, plus 3. So overall, if you are going to calculate using your calculator or your manual technique, so our answer will be equal to positive 23. So the last one is, how about if we are going to find for the function wherein our x will be equal to in here. So the same method is that what we need to do is to input or to substitute the value of which is negative 2x to our x in here. So x is 2, parang ganun siya. So negative 2x. So So the same method, so in terms of f of negative 2x, this will be equal to, the x will be substituted with negative 2x squared minus negative 2x plus 3 equals 4x squared plus 2x plus 3. So this is our answer in our example number 1. The next one, so in our next example is, if f of x is equal to 7 minus 2x plus x squared, we're going to find f of 0, f of 3, f of negative 2, and f of negative y. So the same method in our first problem, we need to find the f of 0 wherein our x is equals to 0. So it is here. So we are going to again substitute the value of x, which is 0, in the given equation in here. So 7 minus 2x plus x squared, so 7 minus 2 times 0 plus x squared, or 0 squared. This is equal to 7. Next one is, what about if our x is equals to 3, or we are going to find f of 3. So the same method, substitute the value of x, which is 3, in the given function. So 7 minus 2 times 3 plus 3 squared. So this is our answer is 10. Next one. So how about if our f or our x is equals to negative 2, or we are going to find the function in terms of negative 2, or f of negative 2. So this will equate into 7 minus 2 times negative 2. Our x will be substituted with negative 2 plus negative 2 squared equals 15. Okay. So in the last one, so in the last problem, we can say that not all the value of x are purely constant, but sometimes there is a variable or a function also. So it depends on the required solution or a value for the x. So at this point, our f is equals to f of negative y, wherein our x is equals to negative y. So again, the same method, what we need to do is just substitute the value of x into the equation. So 7 minus 2 times negative y plus negative y squared equals 7. So overall, our answer would be 7 plus 2y plus y squared. 7 minus, so negative 2 times negative y, this is positive 2y. So negative y squared, this is positive y squared. So this is our answer. So overall, if we're going to summarize this topic about function, so if there is a given function, so if you're going to find such function, let's say f of 0, so what you need to do is just substitute the value of x into the given function, so you could get the value for the y, or for the f of x, or for the function itself. So that's all for today's